Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. How you guys doing, everybody? And happy Tuesday, February 28th. We're back today in the old studio, and I hope you guys are ready for a great day today. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about. We were off yesterday because I had a root canal. Part one, they only got part of the root canal done. I got another one I got to do in a month, but they did a great job. Dr. Chong over there in Bloomingdale at Tiffany Point. And they did so maybe took about an hour and a half. So the root canal is done. I'm feeling much better, ready to do the show today. Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things, folks. We're on Monday through Friday, and every show is dedicated to the first responders, the policemen, the doctors, the firemen, the teachers, the farmers, the people in the military, everybody out there, first responders, and mostly dedicated to people like you that watch the show every day at 12 o'clock, or you can watch it on consistently. It's on all the different formats that you can see, social media stuff. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every Ocean show, of course, you know it, is brought to you by our good friends from Ace Hardware. That's right, Ace Hardware, everybody. Our sponsor and good friends, Norwich Ace Hardware and Des Plaines Ace Hardware. Remember, they've been helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. 4 locations, Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. That's right, folks. It's Ace Hardware. Raffaello and Jackie do an incredible job. And make sure you go out and buy local and shop local. And by the end of the hour, we'll tell you some great specials that they got going on at all 4 locations. That's Ace is the place, baby. Fantastic. Thank you, our friends from Ace. Now, boy, oh boy, oh boy. It just doesn't gets crazy. We miss so much. Again, it's Tuesday, 28th of February, the last day of the month. And as you know, Tuesday mornings, I volunteer at the Almost Home Foundation for Dogs. There's at the bottom of the screen there, off Irving Park Road in Schaumburg. It's a foundation for dogs and cats. And I walk them on Tuesday mornings from 8 o'clock to 10. And I love doing it. It's my release. I go there. They need volunteers. They need supplies. They need cash. They need whatever. These guys are all volunteers. Kelly Kane and her crew do an incredible job. Go there, check it out, or give. Go to almosthomefoundation.org and give for those dogs, man. Just love them. All right, so much to talk about, so much to do today. What a great weekend we had. First of all, crazy stuff as it is, I need to thank everybody that showed up to Taverna on Division on Saturday. What a night. Packed house. Double T, Tony Toto did a great job, drums and sound and lights, and sang. Incredible job for his birthday. It was great seeing Julie Toto and the whole Toto family. It was a great event, and Greg and Jennifer do a great job at Taverna. So thank you so much for everybody that came out. It was a great time. Also, we went to a toy show on Saturday, the 81st Plastic Kitten Toy Show. You guys know my pastime that I love to do that gets me some relief besides walking dogs on Tuesday. And you know how much I love reading and fishing. I love building my models. And most of my models are sci-fi, monster, historical figures. That's the people I like. I just finished the Phantom. I just finished the This Island Earth, the Muta monster. And I just finished the Frederick Hyde, of course, of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The resin model, which is actually kind of cool. But the toy show was at the DuPage County Fairgrounds. And when I got there, usually I get there later, but I got there like 9, right before the doors opened. There was a line out the door, man. There had to be 200 people in line. And there's cars and airplanes and boats and Hot Wheels. And, I didn't think I'd find anything because I don't build any of that stuff. But right towards I got the last two aisles, that's where I started finding good stuff. So I always find something good. I think the next one's in April. There's another one in September. So I'm going to keep going because it's going to be a lot of fun. Ocean's Pit, Monday through Friday, folks. Let's get to some sponsors. That's right. Let's not forget our good buddies from McCampbell Law Group. You're looking for a good lawyer. Call Roy McCampbell at 708-275-4264. My wife's company, Laura Ocean Solutions, increasing profits or reducing credit card fees. You'll never have to shop again if you go to Laura Ocean Solutions. Let's not forget Deutsch Power Center out of Elgin, Illinois, servicing the construction and diesel industry. That's Deutsch Power Center, 224-276-6550, everybody. Don Esteban Cigars, hand roll, delivered right to your home. Call Javier, 727-366-7536. It's getting warmer now. Cigars are coming back. Go out and get them delivered right to your home. They're from Tarpon Springs. Javier will take care of you. I love these guys. They're good people, man. And let's not forget Trico Hair Experts out of Rosemont, Illinois, recreating great hair days. Guys, you know what I did with my hair, okay? And you can do it too. The sprays and the comb overs, it's all done. If you want, gentlemen, women, you can come to the place where I get my hair done and you can see what they do. I'll let you see exactly what they do to my head so you guys might be able to do it yourself. And it's fantastic what they do. Anthony and Carmela do an incredible job. If you're interested, private message me. Trico Hair Expert, 773-999-7888. All right. So, you know where we are. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. And don't forget our Ocean's Pit Facebook page, the new one. Why don't you guys go there? We need some more people, more followers. If you guys can like the page, share the page right now. We really do appreciate it. We are live on LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, the Tony Ocean Show page, the Mo Carrara page, and the Ocean's Pit page. All over. Plenty of places you can watch Ocean's Pit every day at 12 o'clock. All right. So, boy, oh boy, oh boy. I mean, I got to tell you, like I said, the root canal was, I thought it was going to be a lot more painful than it was. But I'm telling you, folks, I came home. They didn't give me nothing. They told me to take 3 Advils every 3 hours, whatever, for yesterday and today. And there was no pain at all. So Dr. Chong did a great job, actually. And I got to go back to the second part in a couple weeks. But the first part was done. All right. So much to talk to. Let me tell you a couple things, first of all. Let's say hello to some people that are watching. Dennis, how you doing? The mouth is great. Thank you, Albert. Kathy Eppolito, thank you for getting everybody who ordered the CDs. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate them. They're still here, folks. Heard I had a good time. Pick a copy up, private message me, $15. That's with shipping. We will mail it right out to you. Or you can pick it up at any Tony Ocean Show live. And in a couple weeks, it can be going on Spotify and iTunes. You'll be able to get them all. Good, great highlights on the CD. It's the best of 15 songs that we picked off the 7 CDs that I have already for sale. We took the best 15 and 3 bonus tracks. Hooked on a Feeling, Shallow with the incredible Regina Karma, and I Got You, Babe, with my wife, Laura Ocean. It's pretty cool. It's just worth just to buy it for listening to my wife, Laura, sing. Very, very cool. Ocean's Pit. You got to listen to Laura. I Got You, Babe. All right. You know, as you know, my daughter, Nina, our daughter Nina got married, and Eric. And when you were standing up and I was the father, I walked her down the aisle, which was very cool. But Eric bought everybody, the groomsmen, gifts. This is, how unique is this? So we walk in and everybody got this box. Exorcists, Whiskey Stones. Cool box. Got to show you, man. It's got two rocks glasses with the rocks and the ice things. Really cool for cocktails. You can use those little bricks instead of ice cubes. And we're at a really nice kit and a great gift to give. So thank you, Eric, for that. That was very thoughtful of you. And all the groomsmen got them. Very, very cool. I'm getting that CD. Hi, Cheryl Riccio. It's your birthday. Rhino Nesty organization, our good friend Cheryl Riccio, celebrating a birthday. Cheryl, how you doing? Stella, what's up, honey? Richard Hamlin, Mary, Franny. Thank you, Franny. I hope you like it. We took the best of a little bit of everything. Tony, Danny, what's up? Daniel is in the house. Speaking of dogs, you know where we're going to be on Wednesday, April 12th. We're going to be in Lamont. We're going to be at the Tap House Grill, 1243 State Street in Lamont, Illinois for the Ruby Whiskers Foundation. Yours truly will be entertaining. Tony Toto and the lovely, incomparable Regina Karma will be joining me, folks. Now, $10 at the door. All the money goes to the Ruby Whiskers Foundation. 7:30 hit, silent raffle. Mark your calendar. Come on out to the Tap House Grill, 1243 State Street in Lamont, and give back to the dogs, man. Give back to the dogs. Lamont. Hello, Demi. Lamont. Oh, yeah. Tony Toto. Tony, I just need to say, again, it was great seeing Tony Toto's family on Saturday at Taverna. We got him a cake, and I've been fortunate in my life to have a bunch of people in my circle that are over the top. And Ryan and Jerry James and Ramundi and Daryl Armistead, Jeff, Bill Sertel, the guys, you guys know my crew. And Tony Toto is over the top, man. He's a good friend, a great musician, knows what he's doing, always takes things in charge and makes sure that we sound right. And he does a great job. Rhino, they all do him. Jerry Jams coming home in a week or two. It's going to be nice to see Jams back again. So it's nice working together. And thank you, Tony Toto. Hope you had an incredible birthday. Now, we got a busy week, folks. Busy week. Tomorrow is March 1st. Tomorrow we'll be in the city of Chicago. That's right. We're going to the Carnival restaurant on Fulton Market in the city of Chicago. But we're not playing in the restaurant. We're going to be going on the third floor to their brand new speakeasy. We're kicking it off. Now listen to this. It's called The Alley. Now the show is at 7:30. It's a 190-minute set, no cover charge. Come on down, have some food, have some drinks. Tony Toto, Danny Ramonde, the Professor Daryl Armistead. We got the incredible Barb Bailey going to be joining us, and special guest John Vincent. John Vincent will be joining us tomorrow at the Alley Carnival. So John's going to do a song too, do an encore. Me and we'll do a song together. Barb Bailey will be there. Toto, Ramundi, Daryl tomorrow. Bill Maravich does a great job. That's tomorrow at the Alley, the Carnival restaurant. Now Thursday, I'll be at Zaza's Cucina in Lake Barrington with Jeff Dubray. Friday, we have a special guest. It's a special show. I will not be at Chicago Prime, folks. I will be at the Treasury. The Treasury, 303 East Walworth Avenue in Delavan, Wisconsin, for the Geneva Lake West Chamber of Commerce. It's the Hollywood Glamour event. That's this Friday. If you're in the Wisconsin area, Lake Geneva, Dennis, come on by. It's a good cause, a lot of fun, food, drinks, and we'll be there at the Treasury in Delavan, Wisconsin this Friday. It's going to be good. Me and Daryl Armistead. Saturday, I'll be at Tavern on the Point in Edison Park with Daryl Armistead. And Sunday, Ocean's Rat Pack, Bill Saratella, yours truly, Daryl Armistead, and Elliot Winbush as Sammy will be at Offsides Sports Bar in Woodstock, Illinois. It's a dinner and a show. It's this Sunday. Check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, Friday, I got to see my good friend Marty. Now, we were supposed to go up north 2 weeks ago. Something happened. We couldn't go, change of plans. But my buddy Marty came out, and I love seeing him. He's a good friend. I've known him many years. Every time up in the Eagle River, he's kind enough to let me stay at his home. And we go up there, and we snowmobile, and we have drinks, we have fun. It just, how much I love Wisconsin. And to get away, I love it. And he couldn't make my birthday. He had a party, something he had to do. He couldn't make it on the 28th. So he came in and he bought me a box of these Torpedoes, Arturo Fuente cigars. What a box. What a gift. Thank you, Marty. You are a true friend, my friend. All right. And so it's just crazy. Lillian, I love the new CD. Play it in my new truck. Well, thank you so much. March 1st, Richard, you got it. Mary, if you want the CD, you private message me, and we will ship it out to you, $15. Or you can come to one of the Tony Ocean shows. We'll be selling them there, and they'll be on Spotify soon. So come out to the show or private message me. Stella, I hope you're well. Cheryl, again, happy birthday, Franny. Just was saying hello to everybody. Robert Provenzano, doing much better, my brother. Thank you. Luann, I hope you're doing. Kathy, let me know next time you go. Yes, Craig, I will do that, my friend. Oh, boy. I think it's in April the next time I go to the toy show, Craig. Jeannie, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Danny Mazzy, speaking of buying local and shopping local, How about my good buddy Danny Mazzi and Robin, of course, our good friends from Armando Supermarkets. Buy local, shop local. 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Great place, great supermarket, good people. Danny's the man. And Michael and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. All right. Now, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Chris Smith reached out to me. He used to come see me at my shows. He still does. I see him Saturday with his family. And he told me a story about his family. They have a book called Safe Landing. A family's journey following the crash of American Airlines Flight 191. Their family was on this plane. They got a book. Soft Landing, a family's journey following the crash of American Airlines Flight 191. Follows 3 siblings' incredible journey over the last 40 plus years, grieving their parents' sudden loss, coming together as a family, working hard to honor the lives of all 273 people lost on that flight of 191. It's an inspirational Chicago story about love, family, how tragedy gets the big word, but it never gets the final word. And we're going to have them on our show talking next week. Sometime in March, we're going to have these guys on the show talking about their book, talking about that experience. Do you imagine losing your family, all of them, on an airplane crash? How do the rest of the family survive? This book, Safe Landing. It's on longoverduebooks.com. Melanie Smith, Kim Jockel, and Jim Borges. It's going to be good. I'm going to have them on the show coming up in a couple of weeks. So get the book, Safe Landing. I'm just starting to read it so I can get all updated when we have them on. So very, very interesting story. I don't know. I can do it. It would be crazy, folks. All right. Now, a couple other things that are coming up. St. Jude's on the April 23rd. Little bit country, little bit rock and roll. Nick and Phyllis the Hodges, Oshows.com. Ocean's Rat Pack will also be at the Des Plaines Theater on April 30th with special guest Jack D'Amico, Oshows.com. The big one, Mojo. Now listen to this lineup, folks. For $15 at the Des Plaines Theater, I want you guys who love the old rock and rolls, 70s, 80s, 90s rock and roll, good music. And this is what's going to be. Here's the lineup. You got Bill Hall, good guy. He's a guitar player from the Dream Police. He's got a new solo band. He'll be opening the show with Anthony Melchiotti. He used to be in 1313. So they'll be kicking off the show and Big Bang Rodeo. Okay, with me. They do the show first. Then we open with Mojo's Jukebox. Great guys. Mike Restivo and the guys, Mistaken Identity. It's going to be fun, Mojo's Jukebox. Then, of course, we got the Dream Police, tribute to Cheap Trick, which I'm in. So is Bill. So is Nick Sahajas doing a tribute to Cheap Trick. And then to end the show, of course, is Nick Sahajas, the piano man, doing his stuff of Billy Joel and Elton John. And we'll have a big jam. All 4 bands, $15. Oshows.com. Sunday, March 19th, 3 o'clock. 4 bands for $15. Des Plaines Theater. It's going to be great. March 19th. Come on out. Spread the word. Tell your friends. Come on out. It's going to be very good. Ronnie B. Elvis, what's shaking? Oh, Dennis, it's not in Lake Geneva, buddy. It's not in Lake Geneva. It's going to be in Delavan this Friday. Delavan will be at the Treasury. The Treasury, 303 East Walworth Avenue. This Friday, 7 o'clock, the Treasury in Delavan, Dennis. Delavan, Wisconsin, which is right down the street from Lake Geneva. All right. So, crazy stuff we've missed since being off yesterday. Also, Friday, I want to thank my guest, John Gianardo, was on. He works for the Ron Onesti organization and told us the story about Squirrely, about the cardboard squirrel that goes out and has all these fans and all these followers. Thank you, John, for that. Very good. Again, our prayers go out to my good buddy, Dick Sayed. His wife, Patty, passed away last week. The wake was Saturday. Unfortunately, I had 2 shows and I couldn't go. So, Dick, if you're listening to your family, God bless you. My good friend, Dick Sayed. BJ Murray, what's up, buddy? We will. I think the show is almost sold out. We only have a couple tickets left. Bill said the show is going to be sold out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Daryl Harmonstein, looking forward to seeing you. We got a busy week, pal. Very, very good. All right, so got Toy Show, Taverna, Root Canal. Let's talk. Some more stuff that we didn't get to talk to last week. Chicago public schools have their meetings. They're in these rooms, and they all go in. And ladies or not, believe it or not, folks, there's still seats separated with masks at these meetings. This is 2022. It's not 2020. I mean, somebody that I know was personally there, took a picture. They went into these meetings and there's still seats blocked off. People still don't want to sit next to each other. I mean, Dave, you see all the concerts and shit that's going on right now? Come on. Illinois is the only state that's doing this shit. Really? Blocking off seats still? Come on. You listen, this is good. You know, they say I'm not a pot guy. I don't smoke marijuana. I take gummies every now and then. But they say, of course, after you smoke pot, you get the munchies. Well, how about this girl? This girl came up with this great idea. 17-year-old, 3 girls selling Girl Scout cookies. So what do? They set up shop in front of a pot store, a marijuana store. So when these people coming out, they sold 117 boxes of cookies in less than 2 hours. They sold 117 boxes of Girl Scout cookies in 2 hours. People coming out of the pot shop are buying the cookies. Think about that. All the Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts should do this. Go to all the pot places and set up shop. It's crazy. 117 boxes in 2 hours. Kudos. Who came up with that idea? God, you got to love that. John Schneider, if you guys remember him from the Dukes of Hazzard. His wife just passed away, Allison, at the age of 53 years old. Our prayers go out to the Schneider family. According to NBC, Alec Baldwin, actor, of course, was in the movie, shooting the movie Rust. Got, of course, the lady who got shot, of course. Now, he pleaded not guilty on trial. And he's allowed to go back to work. He's right to go back to work in his movies. Still waiting his trial. People are dead. People are hurt. They said there was not enough protection during that movie. Supposedly he shot this person with the gun. But if that was me and you, we wouldn't be able to go back to work. We wouldn't be able to go back to work. Go Girl Scouts, right? Absolutely. Now, back in 1997, actually it was February 28th, 1997, the FBI's agent, Robert Harcine. Now, he was in charge. He was on a task force to find out who this Soviet Union spy was. So he was in charge of this investigation, folks. The crazy thing was they're looking for the mole. And they're looking and they're searching and they're trying to, and they can't find anything. The funny thing about it was Robert Hansen is the mole and 15 other agents. These people are betraying our country. Now, this was 1987. It's been going on for years. So they're looking for the mole. He's the mole. Stuff that's happening in history is just unbelievable, folks. And you know it's still happening every day in this crazy world that we live in. You're watching Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Patrice, how you doing? I'm looking for those chocolate raspberry Girl Scout cookies. Anyone got any to eat? Holly Marie, I don't know. But maybe go to your nearest pot stand and maybe you'll find some Girl Scout selling those cookies out there. That's true. Instagram accidentally reinstalled Pornhub that banned their accounts. Now, last year, they had this thing called Pornhub, which is a site on Instagram. And it was disgusting pictures and stuff like that. So Instagram put a stop to it. But then somehow it got put back onto Instagram. Accidentally. That's suspicious. Crazy stuff as it is. Oh, now there's more shit that makes more news. Kyle Jenner has been dethroned on Instagram. She had the most followers than anybody else on Instagram. Kyle Jenner, the younger of the Jenner girls of the Kardashians. So someone dethroned her. And this makes news. This makes news, folks. This shit doesn't need to be news. Where do they find this shit? And who listens to that? Doing my walk and listening to. Thank you, Diane Lopez. I hope you're doing well, my dear friend. All right. NBC. Starbucks adds olive oil to their coffee, and the CEO calls it a marketing genius marketing. First of all, I don't drink coffee. I drink 1 cup a day of decaf just because it's warm for my throat. But people, Starbucks is big. I don't know how many people go to Starbucks and buy Starbucks coffee. It's expensive for regular coffee, but there's a lot of people who obviously do drink it. But olive oil in your coffee, does anybody put olive oil in their coffee? And if they do, what is the purpose of this? Can someone email me or private message me, tell me why people put olive oil in their coffee? And they're doing it now at Starbucks? Don't understand it. Maybe you guys can tell me what it is. Tom Whitlock, he was the songwriter of the song Danger Zone. Right? Joe, it's sick olive oil, Jiffy Lube. There you go. Put some there. There you go. That's what they should call it, Jiffy Lube coffee. Tom Whitlock died at the age of 68 years old. He wrote Right Into the Danger Zone from Top Gun, passed away. The writer of the song Danger Zone was actually sung by Kenny Loggins. Tom Whitlock has passed away. Yeah. Who does that shit? Ronnie B. Elvis, what's up, buddy? Thank you for some of your tips today, buddy. And I'll get with you on the headset. Ronnie, you can also private message Tony Toto because he's got the same one. I bought the exact same one that Tony Toto has. So Tony Toto, you might want to reach out to Ronnie B. Elvis on his private message. Find out those ear sets that we got because they work great for me, Ronnie. They work great. Let's see. According to Fox News, Bally's Casino in River North, they've already hired 300 dealers. There's going to be a casino in River North, folks. There's going to be a casino in River North coming to Chicago. That's all they need. More crime coming to the city of Chicago. But Bally's Casino just hired 300 dealers for the River North Casino. Are you ready? Would you go to it? How many people are going to go to the casino? A lot of people will. I got a feeling. Tony, so when you go drop the kids off at the pool, you get off the bus or easier? Tony Bisek, you know what? You were just in my thing here, Tony. Happy 25 years at your job. Tony Bisek, everybody. Congratulations. He went to work one day, opened the door, and they had balloons and a cake. Congratulations. 25 years at your job, buddy. Good for you. Tony Bisek, our good friend. Congratulations. Crazy stuff. Yes, don't forget to vote, folks. Vote. Today is the day to start voting. We need to get rid of Lightfoot. I don't care who you choose. That's up to you. But what's the most important thing? We need change in the city of Chicago. And if you don't vote, again, nothing gets done without your vote. We need you to go out and vote. Vote if you're living in the city of Chicago. Remember, if you don't vote and your person doesn't win, then you lose the right to bitch. Very, very important. To be a legend, you have to be really old or dead. Did you ever notice that? When someone's called a legend, it's someone who's really old or they're dead. Legend's a tough word, man. There's so many great legends out there. John Lennon, Elvis Presley. The list goes on and on. Herbie Gaines, you're right. Don't want Lightfoot. I'm asked this question. Now, I'm 60 years old. I still collect comic books. I still read. I still love my models as a kid. I'm still a big kid at heart. But I'm asking you guys this question, men or women out there, over the age of 40 years old, who still plays video games out there? I'm asking. I don't. One thing I don't play is video games. I'm no good at the computer and all that shit. If I was, I probably would. So anybody out there that's over 40 that still plays video games, let me know who does, because that's great. It's a release. People say, oh, you're too old for that. No, you're not, man. If it makes you happy, God bless. Sometimes I go to the arcades and I'll play the shooting games, I like some of those games, but it's fun. What's wrong with that? Who cares what your hobby is? If you're having a good time doing it, do it, man. Who cares? Just don't let it take over your life. Just don't let it take over your life. Joy Behar, another, I hate just that word. And I hate to show that she's on The View. We all know that. But some things that come out of this lady's mouth, or all of those ladies' mouths, Joy Behar says that East Palestine are gotten the problems that they're in because they all voted for Trump. Do you believe this shit from this woman? Because one country supported Trump, that's why they're going through this? Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Jay Blowhard. That should be her. Joy Blowhard. That should be her name. Thank you, Dennis. But blaming what's going on because they voted for President Trump. God damn it. How long ago was that, folks? She's ridiculous. They bitched and moaned. Now, listen, I got to be careful with this, but I don't understand. They bitched and moaned about the Aunt Jemima thing, the lady on the bottle, and the rice company and the songs. Remember back in 2020, when they were going through all that shit, shit was getting banned. Here's what I don't get. Aunt Jemima right now, they had to change a lady, right? Mrs. Whatever it is. It's just things that don't get me. Things that drive me crazy. They put a woman on the cover of the bottle of the maple syrup. African American woman wearing a blonde wig. She's dressed in drag. Obviously, it's that Raul, whoever her name is. She's on the cover. That's okay. She's on the cover of the bottle. That's okay. I don't get it, man. What was wrong with the way it was? I mean, there's a group of people, like they're saying, that we're stepping on. We're answering to a group of maybe 3 or 4% of people are controlling the world by certain stuff they can do. I don't understand it. But putting a lady on the front cover with a blonde wig, a cross dresser, I mean, I don't get it. That's okay, but the regular Aunt Jemima was not okay. You know how much money the ancestors made from that family? I mean, I don't get it. And you know, folks, I'm never going to know. It's not right for me to know. Up here in there's Walgreens near the house here in Elk Grove that had a robbery. I was there 2 hours before, and right after I was there to pick up a prescription, and then 2 hours later it was robbed. Nobody was hurt, but somebody went in there with a mask, dark skin, a mask, supposedly jumped over the counter, took the money out. I don't think anybody was hurt, but this happened in Walgreens. But what they were saying, folks, Stella history is gone. Dave Antonelli, Taco Tuesday. What's up, buddy? According to the city of Chicago, 59% of cops are assigned. The other 53% are distracted. That's why there's crime everywhere. They don't have a full unit to go everywhere. Cops can't do anything anymore. They're not chasing anybody anymore. Why should they? Their hands are tied. They can't do anything. That's why crime is everywhere. It's going. It might not. I know it might be sad news to you guys, but Patrick Kane is no longer a Chicago Blackhawk. Now, rumor has it that he's going to the New York Rangers. I think it would be fantastic. I don't know if that was settled yet. I know a lot of people were upset about it. I am very happy for if Patrick Kane goes to the New York Rangers. You know me, I'm a Rangers fan. Absolutely. Vote. And they keep saying, if you're a non-citizen, you shouldn't be able to vote. But if you pay taxes and you live in this country, you're a citizen, then you go out and vote. If you don't vote, ladies and gentlemen, nothing's going to get done. That's the problem. We need to do it. Here's some pretty cool news, according to Fox News. Angela Davis, she is a Black Panther, but she finds out that she's a descendant of somebody from the Mayflower. Wouldn't that be kind of cool to find out you were a descendant from somebody from the Mayflower or someone that was actually on the Titanic? Do you imagine that? I mean, I think that would be kind of cool. I mean, this is what she finds out. It's pretty good news. Maybe you will be on a winning team. Good point, Dennis. Good point. You're watching Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things, Taco Tuesday, the last day of February, folks. Tomorrow is March 1st. We'll be at the Carnival Restaurant. John Vincent and the main event band, Ambar Bailey. That's tomorrow, March 1st, downtown Chicago. Even Laura Ocean will be making an appearance. That's tomorrow. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys come out to the city of Chicago. All right, what else we got there? Our prayers go out to the Jimmy I passed away. Jimmy Iandino, a friend of ours. Jimmy I, his family, the Iandino family, prayers go out to you. Passed away. Today is World Bartender Day. Actually, it was Friday, but we're going to celebrate it again today. A very, very important, folks, to the bartenders out there who help servers, bartenders. They work very hard for their jobs. Some of them, that's why when you go out, you pay, you tip, you take care of these people. That's how they make their living. Bears, Hawks, Bulls. Unfortunately, Dennis, you're right to all three of those, buddy. You're all three. I love this great quote by Joey Lewis. It was a great comic back in the 30s and 40s, 50s. A friend in need is a pest. Now, how many times has your friend called you and wants something? You want to help your friend, but you know it's just being a pest sometimes, right? I love that quote. A friend in need is a pest. Joey Lewis. You got to love it, baby. Got to love it. All right. And more shit that makes the news. Here, New York Post, front cover. Porn star Liam Ellis suffers a problem with his penis while he was shooting a movie of the porn film. Something happened. I guess it hurt, broke. I don't know what happened. But the point is, this shit makes the front pages. This is a New York Post. Do they really need to know that shit? Do we really care what happened to this guy while he's doing? I mean, I don't get it. Mark, how you doing? Yes, sir. You're absolutely right, from Cicero. So Liam Ellis, while he's doing a porn film, hurts his penis or his male part, whatever you can say here. And this stuff makes the news. This stuff is on the cover of that New York Post. National Chili Day today. Cut it off. There you go, Dennis. Cut it off. How about this, folks? Disney. We know Disney has all changed, and not for the best. But people are still going there. Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, is changing, trying to bring back Disney the way it was. So kudos to Governor Ron DeSantis for that. Why do we have to know? Who cares, right, Marietta? Why does it have to make the front cover of the New York Post? You're absolutely right. Lucille, how you doing, my friend? All right, so whether you're a Disney fan or not, I've been to Disney maybe twice when it was still Disney. It's a small world. Now I don't know what it is anymore. But Ron DeSantis is trying to change it. But here's kind of something funny. There's a person who broke a record. Broke a record, folks. This person went to Disney every day, 2,995 days in a row. So this person broke a record. Now, first of all, it's got to be very expensive to go every day. This person went 295 days in a row. I'm sorry, 2,995 days in a row. This person goes to Disney. So he's out of work. Someone's funding him. Maybe the park is. The park is probably saying, if you come here every day, I don't know. Who would do that? Get a life. I agree with you, Richard. Find something else to do. 2,995 days in a row, this person went to Disney. Wearing a mask in the car when you're by yourself is only good and helpful for one thing, folks. If you stole the car. That's the only reason why you should be wearing a mask if you're still driving a car with a mask on, if you're by yourself. Oh, gotta love that one. Is that good, hon? Again, there's this stuff that's important when I look at the Washington Post or the New York Post or anything in the paper or anything that should be the headline in social media. This should be. Because of the Ohio derailments, 43,000 aquatic animals are dead. Now you think about the transportation. Tony, that is my cousin. Sad news. Just goes to show you got to go on fake book to find out when someone dies. I canceled Disney. Not worth it. Monthly fees. There you go, Joe. Thank you, Mark. You like wrestling? You need to watch Biography. Yeah, I watched it. Kevin Hart. Good stuff there. Vince McMahon. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Tony. I did watch all those A&E wrestling stuff, but thank you for telling me. Anyway, 43,000 aquatic animals are dead because of the derailment in Ohio. Now think about this. You just hear about the derailment, the damage. Unfortunately, you hear about people that have died. Or what about the supplies? What about animals? Now here, this one alone that just happened in Ohio. 43,000 aquatic animals, probably being shipped to aquariums or wherever. Think about this. Horrible. That stuff doesn't make the news. Corner Bakeries Cafe that are owned by Lettuce Entertain You are all filing for bankruptcy. So I guess nobody's going to the corner bakeries anymore. Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. We want to say a couple. We missed some birthdays. Ric Flair, woo! Of course, of the Four Horsemen, WWE, WWF. The great Ric Flair celebrated a birthday. Woody Wood Stewart, from one of my favorite bands, the Bay City Rollers, celebrated a birthday this past week. My good friend Michelle, if you're watching, your daughter Janina, I'm sorry, celebrated a birthday. Happy birthday, Michelle, to your daughter. God bless. Felice and Rosa, Joe the Barber, Felicia's father, Joe the Barber, celebrating a birthday. Up in heaven, God bless. How about Albert Onesti, the father of Ron Onesti? A great man. I met him many times. When Ronnie was with me in the beginning, when we first started, he was my manager. Albert Onesti made all Ron Onesti's suits. He used to tailor made them. And he was a great man when I was first starting with Ron. And he's definitely missed. Mr. Albert Onesti up in heaven. Happy birthday. Would have been 98 years old. George Thorogood, rock and roller, celebrates a birthday. Rupert Holmes, 76 years old. Former social side guy Nicky Hopkins, who played keyboards for the Stones, for Billy Preston, for the Faces, dies at his birthday would have been, he died, but his birthday, he would have been 79 if he was still alive. Former Beatle George Harrison, of course, would have been 80 years old if George was still alive. The quiet one. Barb Barker from The Price is Right turns 99 years old. Come on down, Barb Barker. Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, celebrates a birthday. My good buddy Andy John from Chicago Prime Steakhouse celebrated a birthday this past weekend. Ronnie Platt, was a singer from Chicago originally. Great singer. He's been with the band Kansas now for many years. Happy birthday, Ronnie Platt. Edward James Almost, a great actor, 76 years old. And of course, former Chicago Cub, third baseman Ron Santo, would have been 83 years old if he was still alive today. Birthdays, Ocean's Pit, a lot of good stuff. Oh boy, I hope you're having a great day, folks. Big Al, that's right. Everyone share the show. Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate that. All right. February 28th, 1966. Here were the prices. Get this, folks. 1966. A loaf of bread was 22 cents. A gallon of milk was $1.11. A dozen eggs, $1.05 for a dozen eggs. An average car was $2,400 for an average new car in 1966. Gas was 32 cents a gallon. An average house, if you were buying a house in 1966, $23,000 for an average house. And stamps were 5 cents. Minimum wage was $1.25 in 1966. And the average income of your home for people's income working was $8,395 a year was the average income in 1966. If you're in the Elk Grove area, vote for our good buddy Steve Smith. He's going to trying to get there on the The board, he was a cop for many, many years, 17 years. He was a police chief here in Elk Grove. The village trustee, Steve Schmidt, vote for him. Good guy. Elon Musk, Twitter man. Rumor has it he's going to buy ABC. And the first thing he said he's going to do is cancel The View. Woo! That they should make that a national holiday when they cancel that piece of shit show. Absolutely. You got to love it. Hugh Jackman, great actor. You know, he played in Wolverine, the Marvel movies. And this character, he did a lot of yelling and a lot of growling, and it ruined his voice. So I kind of understand what I'm going through. My voice is still trying to get better. There's no polyps in there. It's just laryngitis that taking a lot longer to go away. But the doctor told me, Tony, you're like an athlete working on an injury. Now, of course, everybody's saying, stop working, shut up, blah, 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 blah. John Bon Jovi's birthday on Thursday. Well, thank you, Joe. View needs to go 25 cents for a pack of smokes in 1966. Well, if you think about it, still expensive in the 60s. You had to work an hour. Yeah, you had to work an hour just to buy eggs. Christine, you're absolutely right. Good stuff. This crazy world we're living in, folks. Everything is happening. All this stuff is happening only goes to show that it's almost like the end of the world is coming. I know it sounds crazy, but it makes you wonder. Ohio is a toxic wasteland. Arizona is invaded. California is like watching a zombie movie. Chicago is a war zone. And the water is still the water issue in Flint, Michigan. Everything that's happening in this country now, it's the signs of the world is coming to an end. It's sad. Something's going to happen. There's too much shit going on. Too much crap. People think, oh, it's never going to come to the suburbs. It's never going to come. Yes, they're coming to the suburbs. The criminals don't care anymore. Cops can't do shit anymore. Why should they? It's sad. It really is. And here's the thing that really makes me worry. And it should make you worry too, folks. Now I'm going to tell you why. You know why? It's time for That's Suspicious. Listen to this, folks. 3 separate fires for 3 different oil refineries owned by the same company on the same day. Now, let me just listen to this one more time. 3 different fires, 3 different oil refineries owned by the same company catch on fire all on the same day. How is that possible that they all catch fire owned by the same company, 3 of them, all on the same day? That's suspicious. Why is that happening? Crazy. And you watch The Blacklist. I just started watching The Blacklist. I know it's old. It's an old show. But there's a list of people that are trying to damage the world, right? And this list, if you look at some of the things that these people on the list, sex trafficking, killings, all this stuff, it's just happening. And there's so many of it that's run by politics and the church and all this crazy crap. Where do you think they get their ideas from? From reality. How many people watch The Blacklist or used to watch it? Paul Luca, my good buddy. Bye-bye Beetlejuice. You're absolutely right, pal. Inside, Karen Dean. Those are inside jobs. They have to be. Those oil refineries all can't start fire. All 3 of them on the same day, owned by the same company. Love The Blacklist, but if you watch it, Andy Large Marge says hello. Thank you for giving me Rick's number. I want to get Rick Cicito on the show. I'm going to give him a call, Andy. But what I'm trying to say is this stuff is all happening. The ideas they get from The Blacklist is stuff that happens. You hear about it all the time. I don't know. Chicago Joe's closes. North Central Restaurant. They're building a 5-story building there with a restaurant in it. Chicago Joe's has been there forever, closing its doors. College basketball's most favorite fan, Sister Jean, for Loyola, 103 years old. How about it, man? Pretty cool to Sister Jean. Now, people in Chicago, police officers that are out there in Chicago or here in the suburbs, Florida is offering people to relocate with better incentives, better pay. Why are you still here in Chicago and Illinois, in the suburbs? Move to Florida. They'll take care of you over there. With DeSantis is a great Governor DeSantis is the guy, man. Look what he's doing to Disney, bringing it all back to what Disney was like before. Not like the crazy shit it is now. And she wrote the book. There you go. Bring on Barb Williams. Now that would be cool. That would be cool. Ocean's Pit little show about Lady Gaga is being sued. Now here's a person who's a hypocrite, and I'm going to tell you why. Remember her dog got stolen? She put a reward out for $500,000. No questions asked. So they returned the dog, and now they're not paying the $500,000 because they want questions. They want to find out why, who took the dog. Why did you take the dog? No. When you put out a reward, $500,000, no questions asked, that means no questions asked. Now they're asking questions. So now Lady Gaga's getting sued for $500,000. God bless her. Yes, got to bring in Frank from the Buckinghams. Yes, Richard, it's sad about Tom Sizemore. Great actor. I met him years ago at the Limelight. I loved him in Heat. He was a great actor, I thought. Of course, he had a lot of inside demons that hurt him through the years. But Tom Sizemore, our prayers go out to Tom Sizemore. Very sad. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Grandfather wins a ton of money from a lottery, and he still goes back to work. Question is, if you won millions of dollars, would you quit your job? I don't know. I wouldn't quit my job because I had a cool job. But winning all that money, he went right back to work the same day. And remember, folks, you don't have to be perfect to be amazing, because we're all amazing. We're all amazing things. We all have a special, amazing thing about each of us. You know, we learn something new every day. And like I said, don't hide your scars. That makes your character. Don't cover up something that, whatever you've been through, we've all been through shit. Oh, we're all still going through shit. We're going to do it every day. Very, very important. Now, here's something that I don't get. Al Gore, former Vice President of the United States. He was born in 1948. In Earth, at that particular time, there was 130,000 glaciers in 1948 when Al Gore was born. 75 years later, there's still 130,000 glaciers remain. It's the same. Now, is global warming there? I believe something's there. Look at February. What do we get? Barely got any snow. It's supposed to be 57 this week. What about the snow? Bring the snow. I want snow till April. Ice, snow, cold. You know, it's. And then you bitch when no one shows up. Still, I still love the snow. Make people get in their cars and clean it. Make it. It's good. But this is not winter. This is February 28th. Batting average. That's right. Well, thank you. I'm glad you guys agree with me. It's crazy, some of this shit, right? It even snowed in LA last week. Happy birthday, of course, to Cheryl Riccio, our good friend Cheryl from the Ron Onesti organization. Cheryl, I hope you and Tony and Amara and little Haley's doing well. God bless. Harley's doing well. Russ, hey, BJ, if you're with Russ in New York, say happy birthday to my buddy Russ up in New York, wherever Russ is. Miss you, buddy. Miss that harmonica playing. Hope you're doing good. Johnny Cash, the man in black, celebrates a birthday. According to ABC, O'Hare Rideshare will no longer pick you up at Terminal 5 and bring you back to your car. That will stop at O'Hare according to ABC Terminal. The St. Louis Zoo is on lockdown after a bear escapes. No shit. Happy birthday to the great Tony Randall. What a great actor he was. Odd Couple. He did so much great work. Love him. And of course, from Schiller Park, Illinois, Jonathan Friga, East Leiden, better known as Jonathan Cain, keyboard player from Journey, celebrates a birthday. The great one, Jackie Gleason. Oh, how sweet it is. That's right, Jackie Gleason, one of my favorite actors, one of my idols of all time. The great Jackie Gleason celebrates a birthday. Happy Pistachio Day for you people that eat that stuff. Brittany Griner gets a standing ovation at the NAACP. Wow, no shit. Now, you think she's changed her mind after being in Russian prison all that time? Maybe she's got to change her heart now about the greatest country in the world. Remember, she was the one that said, do not play the national anthem at the games anymore. Remember that? Then she got caught with pot, got stuck in Russia jail. No remorse for her at all. Anyway, folks, it's coming to the end of the hour. And again, I need to thank you all for coming up. Thank you again, Marty, for that box of Arthur for those cigars, torpedoes. That's a great box. Anyway, folks, the last but not least, and Julie Toto, thank you for the boxes of Cracker Jacks. We were talking about food that you don't get anymore when you were kids, and I was talking about it, and then Julie Toto, Tony's wife, brings me 4 or 5 boxes of Cracker Jacks. I had one box. The other 3 are still, I don't think my kids ever had them. They would like them. But the prize inside, remember, there used to be cool prizes? It was some sticker. They got no good prizes anymore. But Cracker Jacks, thank you much for that. All right. Let's talk to one of our last sponsors, of course, our good buddy, Patriot Funding Incorporated. How about this? Commercial loan program. Highlight 650-minute credit scores nationwide, man. A lot of good stuff that Patriot Funding does. Commercial money lending when timing is everything. How about now offering ground-up construction? Look at all the different things that Patriot Funding does, folks. 85% LTC, up to $3.5 million with land and construction. Must have new construction experience. Dave Antonelli, give him a call, 630-675-4730. And folks, we're coming to the end of the hour. And of course, brought to you by our good friends from Ace Hardware, Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. Raffaello and Jackie do an incredible job. And all the great items and all the great benefits that they have. Small engine repair, handyman, licensed and insured, rental trucks, window repair, key programs, great gift cards, rewards cards. You got to love them. Ace Hardware, Des Plaines, Norwich, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. Remember, they've been helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. That's Ace Hardware. All right, folks, we got a busy week coming up. And tomorrow, we'll be making our debut, of course, at the Carnival restaurant, the Alley, the new speakeasy, downtown Chicago off Fulton Market. It's going to be great. The main event band, listen to this, Daryl Armenstad, Tony Toto, and Danny Raimondi. Of course, Barb Bailey will be there, and John Vincent will be singing with us too. That's tomorrow at the Alley. Bill Maravich, happy birthday, Tony Deanna. We'll be celebrating tomorrow. Show is at 7:30. No cover charge. Come on down. It's going to be a great time, and we'll be back in the city of Chi-Town. That's tomorrow, March 1st. Thursday, we'll be at Zaza's with Jeff Dubray in Lake Barrington. Friday, Chicago Pride. Friday will be, at the Treasury in Delavan for the Geneva Lake Chamber of Commerce. Saturday, Tavern on the Point, Edison Park, with Daryl Armenstad. And Sunday, Offside Sports Bar with Ocean's Rat Pack dinner show. It's going to be a lot of fun. March 13th, Sunday, Mojo's Jukebox, Dream Police, Chicago Piano Man, Bill Hall Project at the Des Plaines Theater, oshows.com. Come out and support local entertainment. It's important, folks. Thank you guys for watching the show today. We really do appreciate everything. We'll be back again tomorrow. Anyway, remember, buy local, shop local, keep going out and supporting live entertainment and live establishments. In the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love, everybody. God bless. Nick, take us out. Bye bye.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later.